The man back in purple in 2019, Dan Bailey, to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on, baby. Come on.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
55. Right there. 2, fellas, let's go. You got it, son. Mike 55. Mike 55. One. I'm scared. Out.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Running with Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40.
55. Mike 55. Quarterback, don't get nervous.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Here we go.
From the gun, Mariota. And an alley to run. And the ball is knocked out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. And I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you've got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Caught left side by Cobb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. A first down carry by Elliott. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers pointing their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he spins through. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
To throw again on second down, Mariota. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Mariota from the gun on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now, before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
At the 40-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Let's go. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. Yo, yo. You got tight. You got tight. Gun.
A toss to Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Check, check. Fresno. 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 Gun.
Play fake. Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 15 yards on the play. First down.
A gain of 15. First down, Minnesota.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
A reminder coming up tomorrow night. Monday Night Football comes your way. 8:15 Eastern. Seahawks 49ers from Levi Stadium. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Dancing to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play fake. Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And now out comes Minnesota. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Check 24, check 24.
Gun!
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Throw.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
They'll run with Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington.
Gun! Listen to me.
Working out of the gun. Cousins looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Bailey's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. They had it 1st and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
From the 41, Mariota. They'll set up the screen to Elliott.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On first down, it's Elliott. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. There he goes left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded at the 8. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
At the 33-yard line.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a man open down the middle of the field and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Push him back.
Push him back. The 43-yard line.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Hey, Charlie. Gun.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. It's just me and you.
Yellow.
3rd and long for Cousins. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
That's it. Big hit.
So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Bravo. Gun.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Gun.
We take the win home. Mike 5-4.
Gun. What's that?
To throw is Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And brought down down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Hey, no, easy. Recon, 132 fighter. Move.
Cousins now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, dude. Gun.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Gun.
Back to the ground, Cook. And an alley to run. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. A first down throw for Mariota. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. And an alley to run.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Here's Elliott. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run it with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there out of Cook. And even 60 yards. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Again to the fullback on the dive. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Hey, blue line.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Power running by Zeke. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. 61 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. They'll let Elliott try and run it in, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Throwing is Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Cook, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Gun.
Throwing, Cousins. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A first down from Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
serve it. Gun.
Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. And they... bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Vikings.
Mark 30 yards.
Watch position.
Tighten up.
Gun.
Tighten up.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Second and 12 at the 41-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Single. Hey, look, 48. Hey, we don't like the...
Hey, Haywood.
Check, 48's the mic. Check, 48's the mic.
Wide.
48's mic. 48's mic. Check. 48.
Now Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa!
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Gun. Hey, Echo. Gun.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Here we go. 48.
To throw, Cousins. And the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Gun.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Here's Matt Weil now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Ben Gideon in on the stop.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Fighting through, and he's got space. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 66 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch tight. Tight is right. 4 down. 4 down.
Hey, I-7. Gun. Two. Gun.
38. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
On play action, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
He'll look to throw. And he's got Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. On first down, it's Cook. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Again, it's Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
First down, Vikings.
So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. Well, befitting a tight game like this, it all came down to the wire. But in the end, the field goal to win, it goes begging.
Oh, man, that is a tough way to lose a football game. You put yourself in position, and you give yourself a chance. But it's just not meant to be.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10.
You want this?
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Cowboys, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer.